Miss and Miami battling for a spot in the national championship. 1-point game, 15 minutes remaining. Tony has space. Touchdown, Miami! Chambliss delivers. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
You have 3 lead changes in the last 5 minutes.
The Canes within 3 yards of a game-winning touchdown. Carson back with his legs. Puts Miami on top. Chambliss trying to have the last word. Backpedals. Launches to the end zone. Broken up. And the Miami Hurricanes head home to play for a championship.
Football crazy Oxford is still thinking about that last failed Hail Mary Trinidad Chambliss threw against Miami in the playoff semifinal. What if there was more room in the end zone? What if they had drawn a flag? What if Ole Miss had made the title game without Lane Kiffin? But it didn't happen. The season and almost the quarterback's career over. However, a favorable court ruling puts Chambliss back on the field and making an official visit with Reese Davis.
Trinidad Chambliss, he was a late bloomer. No Division I offers. He went to Ferris State.
This guy was D2 national champ. Now could he be D1 king?
Chambliss on the move. End zone. Delivers. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chambliss inside the pylon.
The plays that he made in the Georgia game, they were Fran Tarkenton-like.
What is it about Oxford that made you want to stay, make it home?
Honestly, it was the community and the people. I felt the love and genuine connection whenever I had an interaction with anyone.
So can you just walk around town? I mean, how often do you get stopped?
You know, when I first got here, no one knew who I was, so like I could do whatever. And now it's every time like I go out, someone either like says hi or asks for a picture.
Will you take it?
Yes. What did you expect when you first came here?
I knew that going into the season, I probably wasn't gonna be the guy, and I knew that I just had to focus on myself. Unfortunately, Austin had got hurt, and you know, the rest is history.
The Ole Miss Rebels have knocked off the Georgia Bulldogs.
This yogurt place, is this your
yeah.
spot?
Yeah, if you get, you know, dinner on the square, it's mandatory to get yayas right after.
I kind of believe in froyo as an hors d'oeuvre. Can we go there first?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going original tart.
Okay,
here.
I think that's a fan favorite. I'm gonna go vanilla today. Cookie dough. What are you getting?
I'm getting kiwi.
Okay.
And maybe just a little caramel on the side. Were you worried at all that you weren't going to get to play this year, the whole court case thing?
Man, I was so stressed throughout that whole process, just the uncertainty of it. I mean, you know, God willing, I think I was going to play football regardless, whether it was in the NFL or back here at Ole Miss.
What was it like when you got the news that it was in your favor?
Big sigh of relief. I could really focus on being the best quarterback for, you know, my team.
You're familiar, I'm sure, by now with what they do with the speed limits on campus. 18 because of Archie Manning,
Yep.
jersey number 18. Some places it's 10 for Eli.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think people would get around town if the whole city is like a 6 mile per hour speed limit around because of jersey number 6 because of you?
See, that's why I came back to Ole Miss and wanted to come back to Ole Miss.
Slow down the traffic.
Right, exactly, right.
Lane Kiffin's departure from Ole Miss was not good. Now some recent comments about recruits. They would say, hey, coach, we really like you, but my grandparents aren't letting me move to Oxford, Mississippi. That doesn't come up when you say Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
During the offseason, when Coach Kiffin talked about some of the difficulties that he had encountered in some instances, and he's backtracked from the statements, racially, recruiting, you felt the need, the urge to share your version of the story. You defended Oxford. Why did you think that was important for you to do?
I wasn't a big recruit coming in, so I kind of got to see how it was, both sides, right? When I wasn't a big-time recruit, people were still treating me nice. I didn't have any bad encounters with anyone. I was just spilling my truth, really.
This season, when LSU comes in, how do players really approach something like that?
It's kind of hard to like block out that noise and not see it on social media. But you know, you try your best to like really focus on, you know, where your feet are at that moment in time. Week 1, the most exciting game that I'm looking forward to is Louisville.
What's the most significant thing that you could share, maybe with a young athlete or with anyone who maybe it's not going exactly as they envisioned initially?
I was doubted my whole life, undersized. People thought I was too small to play football and play quarterback. You just trust your journey. Look at me, I was at Ferris State for a lot of years, had to wait my turn there. You know, if I can do it, you definitely can do it.
Please be joined by our football analyst, Sam Acho. And Acho, arguably no quarterback ended last season better playing than Trinidad Chambliss. How do you expect him to build upon that momentum under new play caller, John David Baker?
The sky's the limit for Trinidad Chambliss. No quarterback ended better. I was at both of his last games. I was at the Sugar Bowl versus Georgia watching it live. Actually announced the playoff game before versus Tulane. And all that you saw Trinidad Chambliss do was create things that weren't there in the first place. He would scramble around with his legs, and he wouldn't always run the ball. More often, he would scramble to throw it. He would find players who weren't open. And so the exciting part about Trinidad Chambliss's game is that we know that it translates. It translated from his D2 school in Ferris State, translated to the SEC, translated to the college football playoff, and I think that could also translate a little bit down the line, but also to the NFL.
Yeah, and look, we all know the Rebels season ended with the semifinals last year. However, what's the ceiling for Ole Miss going into this year?
I see Ole Miss getting to the playoff, the college football playoff once again, and the reason why isn't just because of the offense and Trinidad Chambliss and Kewan Lacey, but it's also because of their defense as well. Remember, Pete Golding, their new head coach, was the former defensive coordinator. He spent time at Alabama. He has a defensive mind. He knows what he's doing, so the defense is going to be on point. And I understand they did lose some pieces to LSU, but the talent, the confidence, the swagger is there. I got a chance to chat with Pete Golding last year during the playoff time, and there's such a level of intensity but also calm that a lot of the players believe in.
Try to knock me off my feet, still standing with more money than I came with. Hot damn, took a loss, but I'm still up. Gambling man, betting all the chips that I got left.